The election countdown clock has been reset, with the Prime Minister pushing back polling day by 4 weeks to October the 17th, due to the latest outbreak of Covid-19. Jacinda Ardern has been under increasing pressure from other political parties to delay the election date, after Auckland was put into a 2-week lockdown at alert level 3. Her own Deputy Prime Minister claiming a free and fair election wasn't possible, with the playing field hopelessly compromised by current restrictions. Here's our Deputy Political Editor, Craig McCulloch.
2020, call it the false start election. Just over a week ago, Jacinda Ardern kicked off Labour's campaign in Auckland. Today, she put it on hold, along with the election.
I have decided, on balance, to move the election by 4 weeks to the 17th of October.
The campaign, like the country, derailed by Covid-19. With Auckland at alert level 3, it means no campaign rallies, no door-knocking, a barnstorming ban in New Zealand's biggest city. Never mind the general levels of anxiety among the voting public.
The only decision she could have made, I think the uncertainty was just too difficult.
I think it's probably quite a good thing, really, with what's going on at the moment.
It's probably the best thing till we kind of get past the next few weeks, month or so, for everything to kind of smooth over.
And that turbulence front of mind for the Prime Minister.
I do need to provide certainty, a sense of fairness and a sense of comfort to voters that this will be a safe election. And I do think a little extra time to assure them of that is important as well.
It was a decision made under intense pressure and after consultation with all parties, National, New Zealand First and ACT, all clamouring for the election to be postponed. Winston Peters underlined the severity of that pressure yesterday. He issued a statement saying the Governor-General should know that the majority of Parliament favoured a delay.
We owed the Prime Minister our best experience advice, and that's what we afforded her, and I'm glad that she's made that decision.
It was seen by some as a veiled threat that New Zealand First might force a vote of no confidence if it did not get its way, though Mr Peters says that was not his intent.
I merely pointed out the obvious. No more, no less.
I personally didn't consider that a threat in the first place.
Frankly, the kind of flirtation with creating a constitutional crisis if he didn't get his way was risky.
That's the Greens co-leader James Shaw. He backs the Prime Minister's decision, but is furious with those parties which called for delay. He says they were operating out of naked political self-interest as they wallow in the polls.
When you have politicians saying that they don't think an election can be free and fair, what they're essentially doing is blackmailing the country into saying, well, unless we get our way, we have the ability to say that it is an invalid election.
Mr Shaw says all parties must now fully endorse Voting Day 2.0, and ACT has done just that. Here's David Seymour.
Yeah, I think it's the best of a bad set of choices.
But National's less effusive. Its leader, Judith Collins, issuing a lukewarm statement, saying only that she acknowledges the new date.
We'll work with it. We'll do the best we can in terms of getting policies out to the public and getting feedback from them.
It's been a messy few days of politicking about polling day, a situation the Prime Minister will be keen to avoid again. Indeed, this delay will be the last one initiated by Ms Ardern. She says she won't move the date again. Any further decisions will be left to the Electoral Commission.
I have absolutely no intention at all to change from this point. This gives really a clear run for everyone to understand we are all in the same position and we have to all prepare no matter what.
The campaign pause means it's back to Parliament for MPs tomorrow. They'll reconvene on Tuesday and Wednesday for general debate and question time. Here's one question. What can we do to avoid another false start? Atu i te whare parimata, mō te hōtaka o te ahiahi, ko Craig McCulloch.